Hey, I figured I will show off how to run Abyss in called RNAV Hookbill. So this is going to run the T0 dark sides, and I'm using rockets. I have thrown in the fuel caches and bay thrusters to get extra range. Also a missile guidance enhancer. Then there is also the ballistic control system and regular afterburner, some tank and some EM resist. And the reasoning behind all of this is the fact that we can be fast enough and we actually have enough DPS with the rockets to take stuff down quickly, and we also have a decent buffer tank. The resists are not that great, but it doesn't matter because our rockets DPS will cover for that. We don't stay in fights for long enough that the tank would start to bother us. So yes, making a fleet with ourselves was done already before, just jumping in and getting it done. Discussing a little bit the strategy here. So when you meet those little Teslas, just get into like 2.5 kilometer range of the cache, orbit that one. This keeps you moving. They will move around, stop, you will take down them easily. The second wave for some reason is exactly the same. Yeah. And there you can see the loot is actually not bad at all. Yeah, considering how little time this stuff actually takes. So the third wave is a little bit more interesting. So this is a Damavik, and with the Damavik you want to have a bigger circle around the cache. This keeps you moving at a really good speed, and for some reason the Damavik constantly drops off from its ideal shooting range, and you take almost no damage. And pretty much everything will stay inside the range of your rockets. You only have to like burn straight for the things like hunters or the troopers, and for everything else you can just mostly just focus on the caches and get close there. I just try to optimize this build for speed. How fast do we get stuff done without having to wait for a capacitor to come back or anything else like this. The Swordspine, I have no idea like how it should really tackle it. I just get in close and take it down with rockets. It didn't manage to give any damage on me. And yeah. This is again a Tesla wave that doesn't really bother us at all. The things that we are perhaps worried about, well, this Lancer is kind of annoying. It has pretty good guns on board, but we just go in at like 500 meters orbit and it can't really touch us from there that well. In the end of the video I will also show like what the loot was from the 3 runs of Abyss that I did here. I just sped up the fights because it's all the same. You either cache the orbit or cache the opponent ship. The Damaviks and the Teslas are really easy waves for me because they don't really manage to hurt me at all. The stuff that you would be afraid of would be the skybreaker and the devoted hunter. So those are the two that will hurt you, and you might have to sit just a tiny bit after you have fought them to get back some of the shield. But really it's not that bad. You have 3 shield extenders in this build. That's a lot of buffer. It will never get critical. So as you saw, the profit was over 6 million for about 15 minutes of work. Quite profitable for a tiny ship with rockets. Definitely better than any kind of mining or like. Yeah. Have fun.